Sir, we are live now. Please go ahead.
Right. So, good evening, Dr. Raman Kumar. So,
Hey, good evening, Dr. Hardeep Singh, sir.
yes, good evening, everybody. We will just let you know about our organization. A video will be played by
Yes, sir.
Dr. Priyanka Rastogi. So, ma'am, please play the
Yes,
video.
sir.
So, I will tell you about this organization. PRITHVI Educators Association, India, PAAI. The association is established to protect and promote the well-being of its members, to improve the conditions of teaching and learning, to advance the cause of free, universal, and quality public education for all students, to ensure that the human dignity and civil rights of all children and youth are protected, and to secure a most just, equitable, and democratic society. The mission of this association, PI, is very clear. This association will provide financial assistance in various ways to all the directors, principals, and teachers of India. All of you have seen very closely the situation arising in the lockdown, and in these days, the most pathetic condition has been that of our teacher community. This association will not be a part of any kind of court case or any other type of dharna strike. The main objective of this association is to strengthen our educator community by giving them financial assistance. Now, I would like to let you know something about our founder director, Dr. Harshvardhan Singh. Dr.
Yes,
Harshvardhan
sir.
Singh is the founder and chairperson of Priti Abhudaya Educators Association India, that is known as PAI. This association is currently working in more than 10 countries. More than 10,000 academicians are benefiting under the banner of this association, and this association is a non-profit organization for education leaders and other stakeholders with purpose to facilitate knowledge sharing, empower education leaders, to provide financial aid to those educators who are jobless, and instill leadership in education sector. Dr. Harshvardhan Singh has more than 11 years of experience in the field of education. He is a multi-talented personality, an experienced consultant and instructor, educator, facilitator, motivator, and inspiring public speaker with a vast understanding and knowledge. Honored with more than 70 plus national and international awards as Dr. Sarapalli Radhakrishnan Award, Rashtriya Shiksha Ratan Samman, Educator of the Year Award, World's Best Mentor Award, Dedicated Educationist, All India Education Award, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam International Award of Excellence, Siksha Padam Samman, Creative Thinker Award, and many more awards are there in the to the credit of our founder, Dr. Harshvardhan Singh. Now, I would like to request Priyanka ma'am to play a video of this award, Shiksha Ratan Samman, that is going to be held in Chandigarh University. Priyanka ma'am, please play the video.
PRITHVI Abhyudaya Educators Association, India, shortly known as PAAI, presents National Education Talk Show. PSM Rashtriya Shiksha Ratan Samman 2022-23. It is one of the nation's largest education award ceremony, which will spotlight your achievements in the realm of education. For the educators who have immensely contributed in the field of education and have been part of assuring quality education to students, who have relentlessly worked for years by learning, unlearning, and relearning, and finally evolving as new age teachers with a blended approach towards education. Here are the organizers: Dr. Harshvardhan Singh, Founder Chairman; Mrs. Vandana Singh, Co-Founder; Mrs. Tamanna Sharma, National President; Mrs. Meenakshi Devi, National President; Dr. Lakshmikant Bhatia, National Director; Mrs. Anju Sanyal, National Secretary; Mrs. Amrita Danai, National Joint Secretary; Dr. Hardeep Singh, National Board Member; Mrs. Priyanka Singh, National Board Member; Mr. Rajendra Shah, National Board Member; Mr. Lalit Kumar Sharma, National Member; Mrs. Nidhi Goyal, State President, Punjab; Mrs.
So now I will introduce you today's host. I will let you know the brief profile of today's host, Dr. Hardeep Singh. Dr. Hardeep Singh, academician, researcher, author, orator, mentor, keynote speaker, resource person, motivational speaker, and life coach, is having 20 years of experience and is life member of various bodies like IAER, CSI, IEDRC, IFRSA, ISTD, PI, and many more. He has been honored as a patron member by World Academic Industry Research Collaboration Organization for the period of lifetime. His profile has been published in World Book of Researchers 2018 at Oxford, United Kingdom. He has been honored with Letter of Appreciation by World Book of Records, London, for commendable achievements. He has been honored as Senior Researcher, Indian Academy of Emeritus Professors 2022. Furthermore, to mention, he is associated with PRITHVI Abhyudaya Association as National Board Member. He has been esteemed to address World Peace Summit 2022 and various other national and international conferences as keynote speaker. To his credit goes 77 international and national conferences, 11 UGC seminars, 100 plus webinars, workshops, FDPs, EDPs, 100 plus research papers and articles, and 5 books. He has guided 1,000 plus projects to the students of BTech and MBA students. He has also guided MTech candidates for writing and publication of research papers. His latest book, co-authored by Professor J.S. Jogi and Dr. D.P. Kothari, a well-known scientist and educationist, written and oral technical communication skills for engineers and scientists, is available in 8 foreign languages. He has received numerous awards like Best Young Teacher Award, Best Young Researcher Award, Republic Day Achiever Award, Mr. Education Icon, Leadership Excellence Award, then Living Legend Award, and many more awards are there. Currently, he has been invited as steering chair at 21st International Academic Multidisciplinary Conference that is going to be held in Maldives, and keynote speaker for 6th International Conference on Multidisciplinary Research Studies and Education that is organized by Institute for Engineering Research and Publication Malaysia chapter and University of Perpetual Help System Delta Molino campus Philippines. So now we will start the interaction talk with our first nominee for this Siksha Ratan Samman, Dr. Raman Kumar, who is principal at SGRD International School, Gurdaspur. He has experience of more than 5 years and has been awarded various awards. So, good evening, Dr. Raman Kumar. We will start the
Very good.
talk here. Yes.
Very good evening, sir.
Firstly, I would like to know some words about you. Please introduce yourself.
Sir, my name, as you know, Dr. Raman Kumar, and I am working as a principal in SGRD International School. Before that, I was working in various positions like as TGT, then PGT, then promoted to vice principal, then promoted to principalship. And I have attended more than 40 workshops conducted by CBSE on various, like you have teaching of science and teaching of chemistry and classroom management, happy classrooms, etc. And nowadays, I am also a member of CBSE activities with the city coordinator. So I have also appointed as uh, observer by CBSE for many times, even in CTET exams. And nowadays, I am also member of Flying Squad in session 23. So these are the small achievements which are made by me, and I have also received CV Raman Awards in 22nd, and I have received PRITHVI Saratan Samman in 22nd. So these are small achievements, but these achievements motivate me for to do some extra for my students and for teaching fraternities, so that I can gain some name and fame in the field of education.
Right. Sir, can you name your orderly and purposeful school leadership qualities?
So the main purposeful activity is for teachers and students, that principal should be motivator for the teachers as well as for the students. He should have very good um, he should have very good moral values, so that he can inculcate those values in his students also, sir. If I don't have some good values, how I can inculcate values in my students, sir? And I always try to motivate my teachers as well as my students for doing some good in whatever field they like, sir. It's not related to their education part, whether they want to say the extraordinary talent in the field of game or in any other extracurricular activities in which they want to participate, sir. I never force any child that you have to do this work and you have to do no, because a student is something like to do any other thing, not especially in the education or study. So I always find out the cause root, basic root, where student is lacking in his study, why he is lacking. So these are the small work which are done by me in the previous year. And sir, I want to give one example of my student of 4 year back, sir. One student, sir, who was very weak in physics, chemistry, and mathematics, and his parents want to change the board in the mid of session, sir. Me and my team motivate the parents in the month of November, and we promised the parents that your student will get passed with good marks, and we start focusing on the student. And fortunately, sir, you can't believe that that student achieved in my subject, especially in chemistry, sir. That student achieved, sir, 51 out of 70, sir, who was unable to pass in pre-board exam, sir. So that was the biggest achievement in my career, sir, that a weak student become the topper in my subject, sir. So that was the weak achievement. So I find that sometimes a student need guidance from his teacher, sir. And teacher believe that if the student is poor, he can't give good result, and teacher start neglecting that child, sir. But sir, main reason that no child is poor. There are some physical problem or mental problem from which the student is suffering. We have to find the main cause why the student is lacking in the studies. So these are the main.
Right. What is your service to community and society? How
So
are you
community and
contributing?
society. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir, sometime when I have some free times or extra times, I try to teach the students who belongs to a mediocre family or a poor family who can't face their tuition fees, sir. So at that time, I start teaching them free of cost, sir. Free of cost.
Right. What are the best ways to maintain supervision of teachers?
The best way to maintain the sir, I want to tell you, a principal should not be a dictator, sir. First of all, he should be
Yes.
friendly and motivator with his teacher, so that teacher can work as per his demands, sir. So for supervision of teacher, you can't visualize them that daily for 6 to 5 hours. You can just check down their teaching diaries and their class work, how they are doing or not doing. For this purpose, you can take the help of monitor whether the teacher is doing his work or not in the class as per the teaching diary prepared by the teachers or not. If a teacher is not doing as per the teaching, as per his work plan, then I ask the teacher to come in my office and I ask the problem from which problem he's suffering. Because sometimes a teacher is suffering from family problems, sir. So
Yes.
in the morning I judge the face of that teacher that today this teacher is not feeling happy, but he has some kind of tension. So I ask the teacher early in the morning, what is the problem? Why you are feeling so sad today? So teacher told me that okay, I am suffering from this. So I told him that sir, these problems are common in each and every family, and if you are going with this phase in your class, those, so the teacher when entering in the class with the sad face, then student never teach. Student cannot learn from the teacher. They will feel that their subject teacher is today not so good. So the teacher should be happy when he is entering or she is entering in the class. He should have a glory on his face so that student can learn a lot from his.
Sir, how do you handle a teacher? एक टीचर आपके स्टाफ में है, who is doing his
Yes, sir.
paperwork 100% paperwork, but
Yes, sir.
he is not performing practically. एक
Yes,
टीचर है जो आपको
sir.
डेली डायरी बना रहा है,
Sir.
सब कुछ बना रहा है,
Yes, sir.
आपके सामने
Yes,
रजिस्टर
sir.
पूरा रख रहा है ना, but he is
Yes,
not
sir.
doing his duty 100%. So
Effectively, sir.
how do you handle
Sir,
that teacher?
sir, if you have a team of 60 teachers, then out of those 4 or 5 are there who are only so that their paperwork is good and complete, and
Yes.
they they give you so many brilliant ideas. Okay, sir, I have done this and this. But actually, sir, we have to work on the ground roots, sir. I never believe that a teacher come and do buttering to me that, sir, I have done this. But I take practically when I ask the students and any from take a rounds, and during those round I find the cause that this teacher is not doing good. So sometime I give a warning letter to that teacher ki, sir, ki you are very good in paperwork, you are very good in all things, but your practically work and ground work is zero. So you improve yourself. If you can't improve, then I have to take a strict action against you.
Yes, you have to realize that teacher
Yes,
that
sir.
you are
Yes, sir.
getting every point
Yes, sir.
that what you are doing. Right.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Sir, what do you mean by motivated, energized, and capable
Okay.
faculty as per NEP 2020?
Sir, as per NEP 2020, sir, energetic and sir, by
Motivated,
energetic means is
energetic, and
motivated,
capable. Yes.
capable, sir. These words are relatively common in belonging, sir. So energetic means a teacher should never feel that he is tired, sir. Teacher never tired, sir. He should feel energized himself. So I am tired today, I can't do these things. And how he or she can motivate others? Teachers never teaching process is never stoppable, sir. Even I have seen those teachers who stop learning, sir. But for me, I am a good listener as well as I am a good learner. I learn so many things from my student also. But I have seen teachers who say that ki, whatever I am teaching in you in the class, that's final. You can't learn the thing from any other book or any other thing. So for a teacher, if he or she want to go further and further in higher and higher position, he should be good listener and he should be good learning power, sir. So I told about myself that sir, when I first time came in this field, sir, in 2012, by doing post graduation as well as my B.Ed company, sir, I got first class to teach, sir. First class. I started teaching from first class after completing my PG and B.Ed, sir. But I didn't say to teachers, my principal, that sir, I am not a capable. I will teach only plus one and plus two because my qualification are these. I said, no problem, sir. I will teach, sir. Because sir, when I came on this position at principal, I have seen number of teachers came for interview. They said one thing, sir, I am PG. I have done B.Ed, M.Ed. I will teach only 9 to plus 2. Sir, for a teacher, if you are feeling that teaching is my profession, I will do this and this. I have some dreams in my life for being a teacher, sir. So I never feel that whether you are giving me to teach first class or you are giving me ninth class or plus two class, that doesn't matter, sir. I have to teach the student in the school. And I told my teacher that when you are in the school, then you have to think about your school only from 9 to 3 or 8 to 2. Think about your school, how you can give me a good idea that school can progress in this way or that way, or how we can bring good achievement in the result or in other sports um, activities by motivating children, or what kind of facility we can provide them. And after 3 p.m. you can think about your family members or about your family. But when you are in the school, just think about the progress of school. Motivate yourself, motivate your team. You should have good cooperation among the staff members. You should be cooperative with each other. But sir, nowadays I am feeling that I have seen so many number of schools I visited, cooperation is lacking in the teaching fraternity, sir. Teachers are not cooperating with one another. They are doing leg pullings of one another. If someone is doing good, then other teacher is coming with his mistakes, or this person is not. But I never listen those things. If a teacher is doing good for me, for my school, or for a student, then I never listen those backbiting, sir.
Okay. Sir, what efforts are you doing to inculcate human values and professional
Yes,
ethics?
sir.
You will agree with me that human values are
Yes, sir.
lacking in the
Yes, sir.
students
Yes, sir.
as well
Right,
as
sir.
teachers.
Right, sir.
So,
Sir,
what do you do
main
in your school?
problem, yes, sir, the area in which I am working in Punjab, that is mainly in Gurdaspur, sir, the moral values are totally zero in students,
Yes.
totally zero. And parents want that their child or what should have good moral values, good ethics values, and they should have critical thinking. But sir, how a school can do all these things on the behalf of only school if parents are not cooperating with school and teachers? Because the moral values are first of all inculcated by parents at home. After that, teachers and school help more in this field. But I am trying that, I am telling students that you have to wish your parents when you get up early in the morning. You have to wish your parents when they are coming in the school, even in the school also. And you have to, I have found that the number of times students say good morning even in the night, even in the evening. They don't realize that it's evening or afternoon or whatever time. They always say only good morning, good morning. And after that, I have told them that whenever your elders are coming at your home, say good morning, or you're touching, or you're touching their feet, then touch the feet of all the members who are coming in your home. It's not good that you know only three members, then you're touching their feet, and the rest member you don't know. But if you're wishing, then wish to all. If you're not wishing, then don't wish to all, because it is not a good manner that you're wishing to 4 to 5 members and rest you are not wishing, sir. So, and I am also trying to inculcate the scientific skills in my students by giving them number of opportunity in labs, especially in science labs, in mathematics lab, in SST labs, as well as I take their educational tour to like Science City Kapurthala, sir, so that the student can learn number of things by such activities in the school. Sometimes I conducted workshop for students with the help of LPU University. Then we have and one more university in the Jalandhar, from which member came here to take workshop of students to tell them ki how they can work in the field after plus two, which field is best for them as per their plus one plus two study. So such type of activity I am doing, and sometimes I also conduct seminar with the help of number of social organizations. So those also trying to. So sir, I am trying in this field, but it will take me time to improve the or to inculcate the moral values in today's generation, especially because today's students, whenever they go to home, they start using mobile phone. They are not listening to their parents. This is the major complaint I am facing in this area. If they don't listen to their parents at home, when parents ask them to take food, they are not leaving their mobile phone. This is the major one point, sir, and I am trying in this field that how I can improve the condition of student that he or she can't use mobile phone at home, especially he or she should have to more focus on his studies. So parents have left, sir, each and everything on to school as well as on teachers, sir.
So we
And
have to do some counseling of
yes,
these
sir.
two
Yes, sir.
parents also.
Yes, sir.
There should be
Yes,
some
sir.
meet once a month or
Yes, sir.
twice a month in which a counseling
Yes,
of
sir.
parents can be done, and
Yes, sir.
you can say organize some workshops for parents even,
Yes,
where
sir.
you can
Yes,
tell
sir.
the importance of human values and all this,
Yes,
because
sir.
without human values you may be
Yes, sir.
anyway talented, but human
Yes,
values
sir.
matter a lot in the life of this young
Yes, sir.
generation, and even in every person, it may be teacher or it may be
Yes, sir.
student.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can do this, and I hope
Yes,
best
sir.
of luck that your students,
Okay.
100% students, will go up to the human values. So
Okay,
sir,
sir.
there will be one condition, one situation, that how will you handle
Okay.
a student who is a merit holder student, very intelligent
Yes, sir.
student, and who is bringing merit to your school every year, but
Yes, sir.
that student is doing mischievous activities, and he, you can say,
Yes, sir.
troubleshooter in the class,
Yes,
and
sir.
what remedy will you take for that student, that he is
Sir,
very intelligent?
yes, sir. Sir,
उसको हम निकालना नहीं चाहते, अगर
best.
हमने निकाल
Yes, sir.
दिया
Yes,
तो
sir.
हमारे
Yes,
स्कूल
sir.
की मेरिट जाएगी, हम फ्लेक्स बोर्ड पर क्या लगाएंगे कि इतना
Yes,
बढ़िया
sir.
हमारा स्टूडेंट है,
Yes, sir.
then how will you
Sir,
handle that
last
situation?
time, sir, last year I faced the same situation, sir. Last time I have faced same situation. But as you know that today's student never like that a teacher or a principal scold them in front of other students, sir. So I call such student in my office and I emotionally tell them that you are a cream of our school, you're a real gem of our school, and the work or activity you are doing, it's not good for you as well as for me, especially because I am your principal, and it is not good for your parents also. Then such student realizes after 10 minutes, sir, yes, sir, you are saying very good, sir, and it was my mistake, but I will not repeat this thing again. And sir, that student written a sorry letter for me also. And after 1 year, when he gave the plus two result, and he was the topper, it he said, "Okay, sir, it was only by you, sir. I have joined bad company in plus one class, and after that, I forget the values or the dream of my parents they have seen. So this was the thing, sir. We can't scold a child in front of other students. So this is when you are facing such problem, you have to handle it personally, sir, in your office by
Yes, sir. The
emotion, sir.
student who is really talented, and
Yes,
we
sir.
can also assign
Yes,
some
sir.
responsibility to him, We
Yes,
can
sir.
make him a
Yes, sir.
monitor, a head boy, head
Yes,
girl.
sir.
Like he may feel
Yes, sir.
that I am a responsible person,
Yes, sir.
and this thing doesn't,
Yes, sir.
you can say, give respect to my profile. So
Sir,
likewise.
sir, excuse me, sir, 1 minute. Sir,
Mhm.
this situation I have faced, I have given um, a head boy responsibility to a student who was very good in each and every activity, sir. But he
Right.
start grouping against me, sir. He start grouping against me by with boy that principal is very strict for discipline. So we will go against that principal. So I also called at that time parents of the student. I told them that your child is very good in study and I have given a chance for him to show his talent by giving him opportunity of head boy, sir. So such
Yes.
times sir, activities are sometimes the situation are also opposite for you, sir.
यस, थोड़ा-सा ग्राउंड वर्क करना
Yes, sir.
पड़ता है
Yes, sir.
स्टूडेंट पर,
Yes,
और
sir.
उसकी नेचर
Yes,
देखकर
sir.
फिर उसके हिसाब से हमें हैंडल
Yes,
करना
sir.
पड़ता है।
Yes,
सो
sir.
सर, इन केस इफ दिस सिचुएशन हैंडल्स विद द टीचर, कि एक टीचर है आपके स्टाफ में जो क्वाइट
Yes,
इंटेलिजेंट
sir.
है, बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाता है, बहुत रिजल्ट
Yes,
लाता है
sir.
अच्छा, तो ही और शी कम्स लेट डेली, रोज लेट आता है वो, है
Yes,
ना?
sir.
और डेली
Yes,
उसके
sir.
पास कोई ना कोई बहाना होता है जहाँ उसको छुट्टी बहुत चाहिए होती है, तो हाउ डू
Yes,
यू
sir.
हैंडल दैट टीचर?
Sir, there was one teacher of mathematics, sir, who was very talented. I faced this teacher in previous school, sir, not in this school, but in previous school in 2019, 20, and 21, sir. That student teacher had always one reason, ki, sir, I start early in the morning before 1 hour school timing, but I reach daily late, sir. Sir, how
हुँ,
can I run my motorcycle so fast or drive my car so fast, sir? You don't know, sir, these days are very foggy, especially in winter, sir. So I told him just once, sir, sir, if you are late when you are entering in the school, every school member is looking on you that you are late, sir. Even security guards, even students, even other teachers. Then they will start coming to me, sir, you are saying us to that you have to come at time, but your mathematics teacher is not coming. Even your parents of surrounding are also looking on you that this teacher is coming daily late to the school. So, sir, tell me how can I answer for everyone? So after that, I find that after 10 days, he improved his condition. एंड साइड में कि सर आपकी वजह से ना थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम होती है, थोड़ी फैमिली प्रॉब्लम होती है, जबकि जब फैमिली हो जाती है किसी के पास तो थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम आती ही आती है सर उसमें। तो वो इसका मेरा रीजन था कि थोड़ा घर में भी काम करना पड़ता था, तो मैंने कहा सर कि आप इवनिंग में काम कर लीजिए, आपको मैं 10 मिनट पहले छोड़ दूंगा, बट आप मॉर्निंग में टाइम पे आ जाइए, क्योंकि मॉर्निंग एक ऐसा पार्ट है हमारे डे का, स्कूल का, कि जब सभी को डिसिप्लिन में होना चाहिए, क्योंकि सभी टाइम पे आते हैं। आप 10 मिनट जल्दी चलिए इवनिंग में, मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं उससे। तो इस तरह से मैंने सर उसको टैकल की उसकी प्रॉब्लम, और मैंने उसको सर थोड़ा सा हेल्पिंग हैंड दिया सर उसके टाइमिंग में।
okay, right, right, right. Sir, according to you, what is difference in teacher by choice and teacher by chance?
सर व्हेन यू आर द टीचर बाय चॉइस, you do all activities with your heart, sir. And
Right.
when you are by chance, sir, you have no interest, sir. You do the activities with just a half-hearted, sir. So this is the main difference, sir.
Do you think teacher by chance can be a good teacher?
Sir, sometime may be good, but not practically good, sir.
Yes, it all depends upon the, you can say, a good leader. A good leader can make
Yes,
a
sir.
teacher by chance
Yes,
a
sir.
good teacher.
Yes,
I
sir.
have seen this thing.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Do you find anything lacking? You have gone through the NEP 2020. According to, is there something lacking in NEP 2020 that should be mentioned or that should be taken care of, and there is not, that thing is not present in NEP 2020?
Sir, any policy, it has some drawbacks also, it has some fruitful result also, sir. But I think, sir, that for the teacher training purpose, there is no practical classes, sir, for teachers especially, sir, ki how they will manage this policy. Because sir, basically, teacher have to introduce these policy in school, sir. They have to run this policy, how they can do all these things. So there should be practical classes, even by CBSE board just doing formality that they have conducted the workshops and this, but teacher have no knowledge regarding this NEP 2020, sir. So this is the main. Practically existence is not for that.
Okay, right. Sir, what is the biggest challenge that you have faced
So,
as a school principal?
Hardeep sir, am I
Yes,
audible
sir.
to you?
Yes, sir.
Actually, time is going on, sir. The other candidate is waiting.
Okay, sir. This is last question.
थैंक यू
Yes,
सो
sir.
मच सर. विद इन 2 मिनट्स आप उसको करके जो है, क्योंकि हम नेक्स्ट कैंडिडेट के
Right,
पास जाएंगे.
right, sir. Right.
मैं सुन रहा हूँ सर को बहुत अच्छे से, सर हर एक चीज को एक्सप्लेन कर रहे हैं, और यही एक टॉक शो का
Thank
मजा
you very
है.
much, sir.
हम अपने अपने एडुकेटर्स को सुन करके इतने अच्छे से उन चीजों को लेकर के जा रहे हैं. थैंक यू सो मच
Thank
सर.
you very
प्लीज
much,
करें.
sir.
So, Dr. Raman, what is
Yes,
the
sir.
biggest challenge you have faced as a school principal, and how
Sir,
did you
biggest
overcome that challenge?
Sir, biggest challenge I have faced during pandemic, sir. The teachers
Right.
were not agreeing to pay the fees, sir, at time.
Hmm.
So I had discussed the things with the management also. They said this and this problem is happening. So management said that okay, we are giving 2 to 3 months for teacher, for parents, that they have no need to worry about the fees. We will provide free online classes for their students. Whenever they have money, they can pay their fees. And sir, one more thing that I want to add, sir. During pandemic, when it started in 20 March 2020, sir, I discussed the things, sir, ki how we will pay the salary to our staff members, whether we will pay full or half or 70%. So, sir, only one thing my management said, we will pay full salary to all the staff members, even for non-teaching, even for teaching. Sir, so during those pandemic times, sir, my management had paid full salary to all the staff members, sir. This was the biggest achievement, sir. When others were paying 70 or 50%, they have paid full salary to all the staff members, sir.
Okay, right. Sir, your one line message for the
Yes, sir.
educators, कि जो टीचर्स हैं
Sir,
उनके लिए वन लाइन
one
मैसेज.
line. Yes, sir. सर की वन लाइन मैसेज यही है सर मेरी तरफ से कि अगर आपने टीचिंग लाइन को ज्वाइन किया है तो आप फिर ऐसा काम करके बताइए कि जिसमें आपके जो टारगेट है ना वो अचीव आप करते चलें सर. मैंने भी कभी सोचा था कि मैं कभी प्रिंसिपल बनूंगा इस फील्ड में, तो सर विद इन 7 years आई हैव गॉट दिस चांस सर फॉर बिकमिंग अ प्रिंसिपल इन दिस फील्ड. तो सर अगर हमारे टारगेट बड़े होंगे, हमारे ड्रीम्स बड़े होंगे, तो सर उनके लिए हम फिर काम भी उतना बड़ा ही करेंगे सर. अगर मैं सोचूंगा मैंने टीचर बन गया, मेरी जॉब खत्म है, मैंने टीचिंग ही करनी है, तो फिर सर हम कुछ आगे नहीं बढ़ सकते हैं सर. तो हमारे ड्रीम्स बड़े होने चाहिए बीइंग अ टीचर, ताकि हमारे बच्चे भी हमसे कुछ सीखें और हमसे मोटिवेट हो, क्योंकि टीचर इज अ रोल मॉडल फॉर हिज स्टूडेंट सर. मेरे लिए भी मेरे टीचर रोल मॉडल थे, आप भी सर अपने बच्चों के लिए रोल मॉडल होंगे सर. तो ये चीजें होती है. अगर टीचर अच्छा करेगा सर तो उसके बच्चे भी अच्छा करेंगे सर. ये है सर.
Okay, sir, your talk show is
ओके.
over. Your interview is
थैंक यू
over,
वेरी मच सर.
and as
ओके
the
सर,
decision
वेरी गुड
comes,
इवनिंग सर.
we will let you know.
ओके सर.
It was a
ओके सर.
nice interaction with you. Thanks.
सेम हियर सर. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much, Raman sir. Have a good day.
थैंक यू वेरी मच मैम. वेरी गुड इवनिंग मैम.
So, ma'am has joined.
Okay, Doctor. Good evening, Dr. Anuradha.
Good evening, sir.
Good
Good
evening,
evening,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So, ma'am, welcome to this
Very
platform.
good evening, ma'am.
So,
Thank you so much, sir.
right, Dr. Anuradha, please introduce yourself.
Sir, I'm working as an associate professor at Approved Research Center, Punjab University, Chandigarh, Sector 38A. So my area is basically I'm into the field of education. Basically, my specialization in the science education and educational technology, educational research. I'm using the technology for training the teachers how to use the technology into teaching and learning effectively. And of course, I have done research projects in the field of school education, higher education, inclusive education in the state of Punjab. I'm doing it. Of course, I have done some research in Chandigarh also. So I'm more into the research also and training part of regarding the teachers of university teachers, school teachers are concerned. So nowadays I'm doing some training programs also Recently, I have published my books also, working on research papers. And so I'm in more into the field of education. So,
Ma'am, your book is Inclusive Education Implementation in Punjab. Can
yes.
you please tell us something about this book?
Yeah, sure. This book is regarding, sir, the implementation of the inclusive education scheme in the state of Punjab. Actually, the scheme was started into around 2010 when SSA has implemented this scheme under Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan. Uh, as far as Punjab state is concerned, first of all, I will let you know the implementation of the scheme was at very, I mean, I must say, at infancy stage. They are improving. I mean, they are improving day by day. But it initially it is at very infancy stage. I mean, but now they have I mean done something improvement, and people, they are taking the use of this scheme under this inclusive education scheme. They have built a resource room in the schools, and they are providing inclusive education volunteers, inclusive education resource teachers. Actually, there was a problem that how to the students who are differently abled, how to mainstream into the regular schools. This is the main problem. And I have done one project that was sanctioned by SCRT Punjab. This was regarding the evaluation of the scheme in Punjab. So I have done I have covered districts, various districts of Punjab, and also done a very ground research work in that. Visited various resource rooms, interacted with journal education teachers, volunteers, resource teachers, district special educators, district educational officers. And then we just came into, after I mean doing for research for 2 years, I have done this project. Then I came to this idea that I must publish this research work in the form of book, so that people come to know what are the major problems and challenges, what are the strategies that can be adopted by the I mean uh, authorities, education stakeholders, basically, who are involved in the implementation of schemes. Because, sir, I mean, you may all agree with fact that in India we have mixed so many policies. We are coming up with the policies, but when it comes to implementation part, I mean, there is a serious problem. There's a serious threat to the implementation. So my area of concern was also that why I mean if these schemes are if these schemes are I mean in the process of designing and planning, then why they are not implemented in the grounds? What are the various problems and the various challenges which are facing, especially by the school heads? Actually, why people are not, I mean, accepting these children into their journal classrooms? This is not about the only the teachers. This is
You are not audible, ma'am.
various districts, various resource rooms, and interacted with the people, with the parents. Especially, I have seen these, children, that with what, I mean, objectives they are coming to the schools. I mean, why they are not accepted, and they are very, I mean, eager to learn also. Of course, some of the children have some major disabilities, and some have minor disabilities. But the children who have minor disabilities, I mean, they can be mainstreamed into the journal classrooms. But still, the mindset, the attitude of the journal education resource, I mean, teachers, principals, the whole system, we have to train them, I mean, to get their willingness ready, so that they can accept these children into journal education classrooms. I think this is a bigger challenge in front
Yes,
of
ma'am.
the implementation of scheme.
Okay. Ma'am, do you feel like teachers are valued in our culture? And if not, what keeps us going?
Teachers, sir, yes, of course, they have to first of all respect their own dignity. As the teacher, if you are not respecting yourself, then who one can respect you? First of all, they have, I mean, there are so many type of teachers. I won't generalize this statement. If you are working with dedication, your hard work is there. first of all, you have to respect this fact that you are a teacher. You are a role model for your students. If students are, exactly, they are following you, the people are following you, they will respect you if you're doing the work with the dedication. And of course, sir, you are asking me that why nowadays, that why the respect for the teachers is declining. And we are seeing that students, because sir, we have to take this fact also consideration, that uh, people there are, obviously, if they are doing hard work, they are expecting good salaries also, and sometimes they are underpaid. And some, and you may agree with this fact that if they have higher qualifications, they are doing well, they are performing well in the organizations, even then sometimes they are underpaid. This is a different situation. But first of all, we have to learn this fact that we have a great responsibility on our shoulders. And being a teacher, we have to prove this fact, that a teacher has a lot of dignity and respect for their status. And we have to work for that. We have to give the hard work in that. Hardships are there. Yes, first of all, the situation, the constraints which are not in the hand of the teachers, that can be only tackled by the management. But the situation is this, if we do our everything with dedication, hard work, sincerity, one day will come, the teacher has to be shine. He or she will definitely come in forward, in the front, and his work will get recognition, will get acknowledgement.
Okay. Ma'am, what efforts can we make to inculcate human values in real manner in our students? You will agree with me that the students nowadays, human values and these professional ethics are lacking in them. So,
Yes, exactly, sir. The values, there is a great depletion of values. There is a great erosion of values as far as this our education is concerned. This is not, sir, a one-day process. I must share with this. And this is not, this cannot be achieved by the efforts of teachers only. This is actually a teamwork. We have to involve parents also, community members also, local bodies, local people also. It's a combined effort which will help us to come out of this problem of nurturing, how to nurture the values in the students. And I think, first of all, we have to provide them such situation into this, in the schools, in the homes, with the help of the parents also. How they have to respect their teachers, when not only in the school but also outside the school. Because sir, values, they whatever they are perceiving from the environment, actually, I think there is something that can be done.
okay. Ma'am, what are the top priorities of your professional life? Top priorities of your professional life.
So the top priorities of my life is to help all, my fellow members or anybody. Just I want to contribute to the development of society. It can be in the form of the teaching, it can be form of the research. Just I'm on the mission, actually, sir. I'm just helping the people to just come out of their problems in the way I can help them, in whatever way I can help them. This is my only goal or objective.
Okay. So, ma'am, what is your leadership style?
Sir, I am not a boss. I'm as the leader. I will always give my hands. Always,
Ma'am,
whenever work.
leader is not a boss. जो
Yes,
boss होता है
I'm
ना,
not.
he is not an effective, efficient leader.
Yes.
Yes.
I have, sir, come across so many people. In my life, and also learning from some another great. Work in the form of newspapers, magazines, or from anything we come across from the environment. I believe that there should be a teamwork. My style is a teamwork. We have to share the responsibility. We should be accountable for the responsibilities.
So, ma'am, here is last question for you.
Yes.
Okay, how do you handle the weakest student of your class? जो आपकी क्लास में सबसे कमजोर स्टूडेंट होता है, उसको हम कैसे हैंडल करते हैं?
उसको हम इंडिविजुअल अटेंशन देनी पड़ती है सर। जो जब इस तरह के बच्चे, पहले हमारे जो सबसे बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है सर, हम उसको ऑब्जर्व करना बहुत जरूरी है। कितनी बार सर ये होता है कि एक वीक स्टूडेंट को हम लेबल करते हैं कि इट्स अ स्लो लर्नर, हो सकता है उसमें कोई डिसेबिलिटी है, लेकिन हो सकता है कि सर उसको कुछ इस तरह की कोई माइंड में कुछ घर से कोई प्रॉब्लम है, या फिर उसकी कोई मेंटल हेल्थ ठीक नहीं है उस बच्चे की। ये सर क्या होता है कि टीचर्स क्या होते हैं, बहुत जल्दी हम डिसीजन पे आ जाते हैं कि हो सकता है बच्चा आज परफॉर्म नहीं कर रहा, कल नहीं कर रहा। उसको ऑब्जर्व करना बहुत जरूरी है कि उसके साथ लिंक्ड कोई इस तरह की कोई प्रॉब्लम, कोई सोशल इमोशनल प्रॉब्लम्स तो नहीं है। उसको ऑब्जर्व करना बड़ा जरूरी है सबसे पहले। अगर कोई वीक स्टूडेंट है, आप बात कर रहे हैं कि हम उसको किस तरह की इंटरवेंशंस दे सकते हैं, इट विल डिपेंड ऑन कि सर उसकी प्रॉब्लम क्या है। एक वीक स्टूडेंट की अगर उसकी अचीवमेंट में उसके रिजल्ट्स कम है, उसके लर्निंग आउटकम्स कम है, तो हमें उसको एक इस तरह की उसको पहले उस लेवल से हमें सर स्टार्ट करना पड़ेगा। उस तरह की मेथोडोलॉजी हमें अडॉप्ट करनी पड़ेगी ताकि उस बच्चे के लिए हम कुछ इस तरह से कर सकें कि अगर वो मान लो स्कूल लेवल पे है, अगर +1 +2 का बच्चा है या उससे कम लेवल का है, तो हम उसको रेमिडियल क्लासेस दे सकते हैं। अगर उसकी प्रॉब्लम, अगर उसको अचीवमेंट के रिलेटेड, हमें ये सर पहले ऑब्जर्व करना पड़ेगा ग्राउंड लेवल्स के ऊपर कि वेयर इज द प्रॉब्लम। क्या उसको किस सब्जेक्ट में, किस आई मीन लर्निंग आउटकम में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है। उसको उसकी क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग वीक है, रीजनिंग वीक है, लॉजिकल थिंकिंग वीक है, किसके रिलेटेड प्रॉब्लम है। आई मीन वी हैव टू ऑब्जर्व। और मैंने सर ये अपनी आपके साथ में शेयर भी करूंगी कि आई हैव ऑब्जर्व्ड इन द क्लासरूम्स। आप बोल दीजिए कि ड्यूरिंग दीज कंडक्टिंग ऑल दीज रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट्स, विजिटिंग द स्कूल्स ऑफ पंजाब, हरियाणा, आई मीन वेयर एवर आई गॉट द चांस, हमारे सर सिस्टम में एक बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है। जो टीचर्स हैं दे जस्ट लेबल देम, ये वीक स्टूडेंट है, ये गिफ्टेड स्टूडेंट है ना। हमारे क्लासरूम में भी ये बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, हम उसको ऑब्जर्व नहीं करते हैं बच्चे को। कितनी बार तो सर ये हो रहा है कि बच्चे को अगर थोड़ा सा उसने फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं किया, दे आर सेइंग दैट दे आर लेबलिंग इट एज दे इज लर्निंग डिसेबल। आई मीन बहुत सारे ऐसे सर अब इस तरह की चीजें आ गई हैं कि दे आर नॉट, आई मीन टीचर्स समटाइम्स दे आर सो मच बिजी, they want to, I mean, just go rid of these students. वो चाहते ही नहीं है कि उन बच्चों पे टाइम डिवोट करें। ये बात सच है कि सर बहुत बिजी स्केड्यूल्स है, सिलेबस का उनको बड़ी चिंता होती है। सबसे पहली चिंता उनको सिलेबस पूरा करने की होती है स्कूल्स के अंदर। तो उस बच्चे को इंडिविजुअल अटेंशन नहीं दे पाते हैं, बहुत जल्दी में आके उसको लेबल कर दिया जाता है। सो दिस इज आई थिंक इट्स अ वेरी वेरी, आई मीन द सीरियस इशू इन द स्कूल्स ऑल्सो कि सर इसके लिए हम मेंटरिंग का भी एक सहारा लेते हैं स्कूल्स के अंदर। वी हैव मेंटर टीचर्स ऑल्सो, वी हैव आई मीन एट ब्लॉक लेवल्स वी हैव मेड सम mentor teachers. They are I mean helping them, we are sharing the resources, pooling the resources also. So this can be done sir at school level.
Right, ma'am, thank you. It was a nice interaction with you. And
same here sir, thank you so much.
The decision of the committee, it will be informed to you, and best wishes from my side and whole PAAI team for your selection for this Shiksha Ratan Samman. Thanks. Good
Thank
evening
you.
once again.
Thank you so much sir, thank you so much. I'm very really thankful to your organization who have given me opportunity for the interaction with you people. Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Chandigarh. Okay, ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Hadib, sir. Very good evening, Vikas, sir.
Ma'am, good evening. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. It's been a long time to see you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
all were busy. Exams,
Yeah,
practical and all. Now also exams going on, 12th class, 10th class, board examination, and school
Yeah,
also
sir.
examinations are going on. Ji, ma'am. Yes, please.
Yeah, sir. Everyone is busy in that only. But still, we have to find time for our own self. Some
Absolutely.
me time.
I found. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
our
sir.
organization. I feel it's our organization. I could find the time also. Ji, ma'am.
Absolutely, sir.
Ji, ma'am.
Okay, so next nominee is Dr. Vikas Kumar Sharma, sir. Sir is here with us. Sir is an educator, science innovator, science promoter, writer, winner of many awards of national and international levels. with first positions and gold medals. Sir have done chemical fun activities, shows in universities, schools, and in reputed institutions, expertise in many innovative science projects. Currently, Sir is rendering his services as in chemistry faculty in DPS Hisar. We welcome you, Sir. Sir has
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
more than 15 years of experience in the field of education. Okay, Vikas sir, first I would like to request to you kindly just tell our audience something more about yourself.
Okay. As you told me, ma'am, like everybody has come to know that I'm an educator. So I want to start with this. Like I have been teaching chemistry for last more than 15, 16 years, and most of my classes I take in the lab. My method of teaching is learning by doing only. So student enjoy all the activity. Whatever is written in the books, they just do at their own. So like chemistry involve chemical reactions, color changes, evolution of the gas, formation of precipitate. So a lot of things are there. So all these things make my subject very interesting, as students themselves also try to innovate few things using all those chemical reaction activities. Like ma'am, on 28th Feb it was National Science Day. So because of exams we could not celebrate. So what I did before exams, before 20th Feb, I started National Science week celebration, ma'am. So what I was doing, I was doing chemical fun activity shows. I was calling because it was not possible to organize this event at a large scale because of exam preparation, syllabus completion, revision, and all. So what I did, I made a schedule, weekly schedule to celebrate nations, and we conducted science quiz, and I was calling students in the lab. I was showing some chemical fun activities. Students were also involved. They also brought up their ideas. They also performed. So it was really, I would say, it was a really a feast of entertainment and knowledge for every student. Ji ma'am.
That was a good idea, sir.
Ji ma'am.
Sir,
Ji ma'am.
what is the need and significance of the history of science in teaching science? The history of science, how does it matter?
Ma'am, history, what I believe, when you share the history, when you share the achievements of various scientists, achievements done in the field of science and technology, that creates interest of the people. I will not say interest to the student only, that create interest to the people, interest to the student, interest to the teachers. Only then, if you have interest in something, only then you will take initiative to do more and more in that field. So that's why I think there is need to share or discuss the history of the science. And I want to share one thing. I wrote like in our school also, like we have one annual magazine that is given a name Abhivyakti. So once I'm a international author of year also. I have been awarded in my writing work also. I think I'm the only one who won consecutive gold medals in English writing also. So I keep writing stories, articles, a lot of things I keep writing. So I remember once one of the my article in Abhivyakti was history in chemistry. So I share very interesting story with the student. Like in that article, I wrote a story that was about Second World War, and it was related to there were two groups of the country who were fighting with each other. So what happened? There was a scientist, Niels Bohr. He won a Nobel Prize. So what happened when there were two groups, as I told you, there were two groups. So one of the group attacked on the country of Bohr, because there are two ways of fighting. One is use of weapons and all, and second thing is to defame the reputed people of that country or those countries. So what happened, people attacked on the lab of Niels Bohr. He was a Nobel Prize winner, and they attacked on his lab. They dug it everywhere to find his Nobel Prize, to defame that person. So if they defame reputed people of the country, then country itself is defamed. So what happened? They dug it everywhere. They searched in Almira, everywhere they searched. They couldn't find Nobel Prize gold medal of Niels Bohr. Actually, what happened when Bohr came to know that people are coming to attack and to snatch his Nobel Prize gold medal, what he did, ma'am, there is a solution known as aquaresia. That is 3:1 mixture of hydrochloric acid and nitric acid. So what he did, gold is the least reactive metal. So what he did, he dissolved his gold medal in aquaresia, and he made a solution. And what he did, he kept that vessel, I think it was a conical flask, he kept on one of the shelf. When people came, they could not find that that Nobel Prize gold medal, because it was converted into the solution. So when the people went back, when the war was over, so what he did, he again sent he extracted out, using electrolysis and all, he extracted out gold from that solution and sent it again to that organization. who provides gold medal, and he was given a new gold medal. So that's why miss I can say miss it creates interest and g ma'am. So I think history should be shared with the student to create interest. So this article was published also, and I think very few people know about. Similarly, I share a lot of story with the students. That's where they get interest and they learn more. Ji ma'am.
Yes, sir. It was a nice
Ji ma'am.
experience for us also. We were not aware
Thank you.
about this.
Yeah. Ji ma'am.
And sir, what do you think about how to nurture processing skills of science among students?
Processing skill again, it will come to the learning by doing. You should start with the basic principle. Like I told you, last week we celebrated last week of Feb, actually started from 20th. So last week we celebrated National Science Week. There I invited, not only the activity was shown by me, I invited students, and even I could not believe student made very beautiful project. Like there was one, it was not a project, I would say. They use simple science principles. Based on those principles, they showed small tricks also, like inertia was there. And this was first time for me to see rain water detector. Can you believe, ma'am? It was not using modern equipments and all, sensor and other things. What the student did, he used very simple principle of completing electric circuit. So when rain drops on that metal plates, so it completes the circuit and it gives a buzzer horn also. So that was something innovative. So this way, by learning small, it's not like that students have to make very big model, or they have to invent something or something like that. So what can be done is whatever basic principles are there, those principles can be used to learn the subject. Ji ma'am.
And could be motivating things
Ji
for
ma'am.
others also, those who are not
Absolutely,
willing for
absolutely.
it.
And can you believe, ma'am, like before I started that program, I sent a message to all the students, all the classes to participate. So, like we go by school bus only, because school is at approx 30 kilometers from the city. So we go by school bus only. So in my bus, students are from all the ages, all classes. So there are some, very young students. There is a student of third class. So I remember that student used to share a lot of things about origin of life and all these all things. Even students of 10th and 12th class don't know about. Means it originated from fishes, and all these things were from the same ancestor. Something, their embryos were having some similarities, and all the boy is having such a knowledge. So he was just sharing with me. So I thought, okay, so the boy is taking a lot of interest, and whenever he was sharing all these things with me, you could see his fluency, you could see his speed, the way he was explaining. And it was watched by the student just because of his interest only. Student of third class, nobody will believe also I'm sharing with you. I hope you will believe me. So the boy shared this thing with me, and then I asked a senior student, Bache, the boy is telling all such things about origin of life and all. So I asked, how many things you find correct? So senior student said, sir, most of the things we find correct, but there are few things we cannot believe. Like there are the similarity in the embryos of various species, fishes, reptiles, and all. So then that day I noticed, like the boy was having interest. When I sent a message for these activities, the boy came to me that said, sir, I also want to perform some activity. I said, Bache, this is for the senior students, 6th class onwards. How can you participate? You can't compete, you cannot show all these activity because your basic science principles are also not clear. He said, no, sir, I will do, I will do. So 3 days he continuously he searched on the YouTube and all. Then in last every day I was refusing. No, it's no, very expensive, this and that. So once, just in 5 minutes, I taught one trick to him, science trick based on inertia in the bus, and the boy learned, because he's a very active boy, he's very intelligent. So within 5 minutes, he learned, he practiced in the bus. So when we reached in the school, and 2 days he was after me, sir, whenever you will perform this activity, please call me, please call me. So I said, okay, I'll be calling you. Can you believe his performance was much better than the senior student? Everybody clapped, everybody clapped. So Miss, I was also very happy. And see, like I told you, like I sent a message in the group that whomsoever is willing to participate can come. You said your question was how to nurture. I think you said
Yeah.
few words, so these will be relevant to that. So ma'am, what happened, students who did not give their name, when they started coming to see the activity, they also got interested in that. They also wanted to participate. Sir, I also wish to participate. So after that, there was a long list of participants to perform the science activity. I think learning by seeing also very important. Ji ma'am.
matter a lot, sir.
That
So it was not
motivates
open for
also.
all
Ji,
earlier.
ma'am. Ji.
Okay, sir. And
It
sir,
was
how to
about
develop?
Miss
Huh,
primary.
huh.
Ji. I was saying
Sir,
like we thought Miss a student of third class. Ji.
you were not
Junior
audible
classes
properly.
they must be
Uh-huh.
knowing not, but they must not be knowing about all these things. Ji, ma'am. Yeah. Yes, please, ma'am. Say
Exactly.
something.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir,
Ji, ma'am.
can science help a student to hone, uh, create problem solving skills? Can it be integrated with
Absolutely,
that?
ma'am. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like I want to share one thing with you. This happened in this session, going session 20 to 23. These were summer days, ma'am. In month of May, like I remember, we were coming from the school. What happened? Like some of the students carry steel bottle, water bottles. For students carry in the school. Some carry plastic bottles. Some carry steel bottles, and some of the students carry this copper bottle also. So what happened? Once we were coming from the school, we were coming, and students were having some lemon powder pouch or something like that to get instant shikanji and all to prepare that. So they were carrying some pouches. So what happened? One of the student was carrying water in a copper bottle. So immediately, one student was putting that salt, lemon powder into copper bottle. Student immediately stopped. He said, no, 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 don't put the lemon because lemon is consisting of lemon acid. It will react with the copper bottle, and the water will become poison. So immediately stop. So this awareness is very important, and student are making a use in everyday life, day-to-day life also. So this is the real example I have just shared with you. It actually happens. Not only this one, there are a lot of things. Uh, this has become habit of the students. You know, uh, they are using their learning. They are using their knowledge, ma'am. So I was very surprised, as well as I was happy to see, like one senior student was talking, but don't put this salt into the water, it will become poison. So because again, like acid is there in lemon, and when it will react with the copper bottle water, so it will become a poison. Ji, ma'am.
And sir, how do you integrate your chemistry or science? Like it is being told in NEP also that we
Ji.
have to integrate science. So, what is your idea about it?
Ji. Okay, like there are two things, ma'am, about integration of science. Like one thing is there, like you just read about my profile also, that like I have expertise in making science projects and all innovative projects. So like when you are making a project, it's not requiring only the chemistry subject. It's not requiring only the science subject. So there is need of mathematics also. There is need of, like when you are preparing your presentation also, your spoken part is also required. So like use of English is there, physics is there, biology is there, chemistry is there, and moreover, like I told, mathematics is required, because whenever you're going in any of the competition with your project, science innovative projects, so people were asking about some calculation, all how much amount will be required, efficiency, and a lot of things. So I think and art integration for sure, because presentation, like when your project is colorful, attractive, people will be attractive, will come to you, then will ask something. But like if look wise it is not okay, so art integration is also required in that. And one more new thing is there, ma'am. Like CBSE selected some of the teachers uh, for pilot ambassador project of artificial intelligence. So by your best wishes, I was also selected in those 20 science teachers all over India by CBSE Niti Aayog, and I was one of them. So we were given a training in month of November in Delhi. So I participated. After that, they gave us a lot of assignment, lesson plan, a lot of things were there. So what happened when most of the people left in between, because really it was a very nerve straining for me even. But this is me only, miss, I have learned not to leave any opportunity. Opportunity should not be missed. So I kept doing day night, miss, all times I was working, because this was something new for me, artificial intelligence. After I completed my whole work, after 2 months I sent everything to them, and I became a finalist also. And the final conclude program was concluded, I would say, in Delhi on 23rd and 24th January. Now, by your best wishes, I have become first pilot ambassador of artificial intelligence in India.
Many congratulations, sir,
There
for
were
that.
all high officials. Thank you very much. There were all high officials in that concluded program. And like Dr. Chintan Vaishnav, who is director of Atal Innovation Mission, he was there. Dr. Vishwajit Saha, who is Director of Skill Education, CBSE, and Ma'am, Dipali Upadhyay, she is Director of Niti Aayog, and Dr. RP Singh, he is the Joint Secretary of CBSE. All officials were on the same platform, and we got this opportunity to be, rewarded by them. Ji, ma'am.
That's great, sir.
Thank
Sir,
you. Thank
one
you very much.
last question for you. Sir,
Ji, ma'am. Ji, ma'am.
how you enjoy being a science teacher?
Ma'am, I think this is one of the, this is the simplest question of this session today, I would say, because if you don't have interest, you can't do all such things. Because I never teach because of the camera or somebody's on the round. I don't do because of that. These all things are possible because like see, I'm a, international author of here. I'm writer also. I do a lot of innovations also. I do chemical fun activities also. Even if I don't do all these things, I'll be getting my full salary. I will be getting my full salary every month in my account because nobody is there to check me for all these things. This all things I'm doing because of my interest, ma'am. So I think when you have interest, you can do anything. Just keep adding the things. There is no formula that I'm doing this and that. Just keep adding the thing, and this is all because of my interest only. I think interest is something very very important. Otherwise, you cannot do. You will be just going to the school. You'll be giving your lectures, taking exams, checking, giving the results, and other formality, official work, this and that. But beside all these things, I do all such things also, and you know, I'm very happy. I love my profession, I would say. Ji, ma'am.
Sir, any message from your side?
And one more thing I want to say, like when I do all such things, performance and all, you see the smile on the faces of the students. When you see the smile on the face of the students, seeing your subject related activities, whatever it is, students also have fun. They learn a lot. Seeing the smile, that encourages us. That encourages me to do more and more. So, ji,
So,
ma'am.
smile of the students are the greatest motivator
So,
for an educator.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely, ma'am, absolutely. Ji, absolutely.
Sir, any other message you would like to share?
Any other message, whatever, like this is for everybody, means this is something very simple. I'm not going to be technical also. uh, Try to make the things simple, so that you can also easily tell to the student, to the others, that this is the thing really. Don't make it much technical. Try to learn the technical thing, make it simple, so that it reach to the people at large. And whatever you do, just give your best. So these are the simple things, ma'am. Because like all are educated. If you call somebody and you start giving your lectures and all, that you should do this, you should do that, so I think people won't do that. They will get fed up of you, that this person, whenever we are meeting again and again, this is giving lecture, do this. Are we not educated, or cannot we understand how to do? Because we are also educated, we also have experience. So means I think lecture part will not do. Like I told you, there were some students who did not give their names initially, but seeing the other, they started giving their name. They were also interested. Similarly, like this is especially for my colleagues, teachers and all. Like way of teaching should be changed, giving education, giving knowledge. So create some interest for the students. And before that, you must have your interest also, because if you love your profession, whatever it is, teaching or anything, so everything is possible. So I think whatever you do, just have interest and give your best. So this is all from my side, ma'am. Priyanka, ma'am. Ji, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Vikas sir.
Ji, ma'am.
And we know about our further proceedings. Thank you
Ji,
so
ma'am.
much for sparing
Please.
your time with us.
Thank you very much for giving me opportunity. I can see Professor Dr. Hardeep Singh sir is also there. Good
Pradeep
evening,
sir.
sir. Dr.
Sir, would you like
Harshvardhan Singh
anything?
sir. Good evening, sir.
Good
Harshvardhan sir. Good
evening, sir.
evening. Hardeep
Good
sir. Good
evening,
evening.
sir.
Good evening, sir. How are you? Meeting first time.
Sir, I
Ji,
am
sir.
fine.
How are you?
I
Ji.
have heard your all views and your all interaction. You are a
Ji, ji, ji.
very intelligent and a very impressive
Thank you.
person.
Thank
I
you.
wish you
Thank you.
best of luck
One more
for
thing,
your
Ji, thank you very much.
yes.
One more thing I want to share, like I have some records in my name also, and till date I have
Like
34 world record recognitions also, sir. Ji,
okay,
sir.
sir. Good luck, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Many,
Harshvardhan sir. Good
many.
evening. Ji,
Okay, sir. Many more to come into your life.
thank you. Your best wishes required, sir. Thank you. Harshvardhan sir, want to
Yes,
wish you
sir.
good evening, sir. It's a long time. Okay. जी sir. Hardeep sir. Okay sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, right.
जी sir. May, may I leave, ma'am?
Priyanka, ma'am, you are unmute. Ma'am, you are mute.
Yeah, sir.
Good
Next we
evening.
have with us, good evening, very good evening, Ajay Kumar sir. Hope I am not mispronouncing your name.
Yeah, my name is Ajay Kumar. Yes. Good evening to
Yes,
both
sir.
of you.
Yeah, very good evening to you, sir. Okay, so first I would like to introduce Mr. Ajay Kumar. Sir is an experienced school leader who has been in the education sector for the past 23 years. A very great experience, sir. Working on various capabilities, including the role of the deputy principal, fully conversant with the Cambridge IGCSE, AS at A level, GCE, ED Excel, IB and CBSE curriculum and experience in academic and exam administration, including school administration, admissions, parent communication, exam registration, arrangements, managements, invigilator trainings, communication with CAI and CBSE, center credentials keeping, recruitment of staff, ensuring quality in education and administration. Sir has served the Ministry of Education in Maldives as an economics and English teacher, exam officer, and academic supervisor under the Ministry of Education. Sir had also worked as a teacher, coordinator, curriculum head, exam officer, administrator, and vice principal. He has an experience of administering a school of his own, served the Ministry of Education in Maldives. Also, Sir has experience in admission counseling and attended various admission fairs in Thailand, Nepal, Korea, Myanmar, Bangladesh, and locations in India organized by Affair and Education Asia. For the last 5 years, Sir has experience in establishing a boarding house for the Cambridge School in NCR. He has also worked as the Cambridge head of Kasika School, Dehradun, worked as a senior school administrator, hostel prep supervisor, and IGCSE as A level and IB economics teacher of Nirja Modi School, Jaipur. Currently, Sir is rendering his services as a vice principal in Lucky International School, Jodhpur. We welcome you, sir, at this platform.
Thank you very much.
Sir, there is a lot to say about you. I try to concise in a few words of my own, but still, I would like to introduce yourself in your own way, sir.
Yeah, I like to introduce myself as a teacher, basically as a teacher turned to be an administrator of a school. Um, I'm fully conversant with different curriculum which are followed in different parts of the world, particularly the Cambridge IGCSE ASA levels, then the IB curriculum and CBSE, which are more prominent in India. So I'm much into that. Then I'm a teacher trainer very recently. I mean, for last 2 years, I have been an accredited teacher training from the Cambridge side. So this is all about me, and I like to be a teacher.
Okay, that's great, sir. So, sir, what is your idea of an reflective school educator?
See, when we talk about educator, a lot of changes have been happened throughout the last. I mean, at least for the last 10 to 20 years. The concept of teacher who was earlier has been changed now. Now a teacher is more or less called as a facilitator. Why? Because currently the students, they have access to a lot of information. Sometimes those informations are what they have is beyond what a teacher has also because of the information technology field. So here the teacher has to evolve as a facilitator, as a guide, a mentor who is able to direct the knowledge of the students to the right side. This is what I believe what is the role of a teacher in the present time.
Okay, thank you, sir. And sir, like you are a vice principal of an institution, so how do you empower your teachers to be the leaders
Right. So,
and could be the role model for their students too?
right. So, I told you that I'm a teacher trainer also, plus a curriculum trainer. So, when we talk about the teachers, when we recruit a staff or a person or a new teacher, there are people who come from different backgrounds. So, they may have an experience, a different experience background. We need to mold them as per our requirement. A school where I am working currently, it is very much different from all other schools. Why? Because the current school I am working with is affiliated to CBSE and Cambridge both. So we have two curriculum running parallel. So first of all, I have to equip my teacher who is able to understand what is CBSE and what is Cambridge. And I have to train the teacher accordingly. The teacher should be able to teach both. First thing. Second, the teacher should be able to understand the levels of the students, and he or she has to transact the academics accordingly. Third thing, the teacher who comes from different background, I have to first of all understand what is the mission and vision of my school, and I have to mold the teacher according to that. So the best thing is that you do and make others to follow. You should be a leader first of all and make others to follow that. A leader is one who has shown the path. The leader is the one who catch your hand and take you along with you. This is my way of training my teachers and taking or absorbing them to my system.
So, sir, how does your school work parallelly on both the curriculum like CBS and Cambridge? Can you please add something on it?
Yeah, we have done a curriculum mapping. So the board matter comes from grade 9 onwards. So up to grade 8, we have a curriculum that is designed by ourselves. So grade 1 to 8, we created a curriculum that is a mixture of CBSE and Cambridge. Our basis is NCERT book, the NCERT curriculum. Along with that, we add the application part of Cambridge related to that particular topic. That is why we don't have any textbooks which are available in the market. We have our own textbooks. And these textbooks and these workbooks, they are developed and created in-house in my school only. Plus, my school has an IT system that is all classes are equipped with smart boards, and students have tablets with them from grade 3 onwards. They have tablets with them. And smart board is connected to the tablet through a platform, and whatever the teacher is teaching, there is a soft content available on the smart board and also available in the student's tablet. Whenever the teacher is teaching, whatever is teaching on she's teaching on the board, it will be auto saved in their tablet. So this is how we develop this curriculum, and the content, the soft content, and that is given into their tablets, and workbooks are printed and given to them. And this is how we amalgamated that CBSE and Cambridge together. And after 8th class, a student is free to select either to CBSE or to Cambridge.
Then, sir, if they are totally like, if your school is, as you said, that it is totally digital, so at the time of writing their exam, how do you assess them? What is the process of assessment, sir? If they suppose if they have chosen CBSE patterns, then what will be the process of assessment for them?
Ma'am, tablet or smart board has just replaced only the method of teaching. The learnings, their writings, they still remain there. They have notebook, they have to maintain their notebook, they have to write the answers, they have something called question junctions from every topic. They're supposed to write in their notebook. Plus they have a workbook. The workbook also they have to maintain, they have to write in that also. Writing skill is not spoiled. It is not at all ignored. They have to continue with the writing skills. The technology is being utilized to teach them for a better learning and better teaching experience for them, because the visual impact is more. They have a lot of videos, lots of apps, a lot of things are there for them to learn through the technology.
Okay. So a manual, like you are working parallelly, digitalized and manual things
Yes,
are also to
yes,
be kept.
yes. We cannot avoid
Notebooks and all.
writing, because at the end of
Exactly.
the school year, the child has to write his exam and he is assessed based on the examinations only.
Okay, sir. Then, sir, how do you nurture a good relationship between your faculties and your parents?
See, we have a very good communication system between the faculty and the parents, and also with the management. We have a in-house developed ERP system. I think you are aware of ERP system these days. I think every institution has an ERP system.
Yes, sir.
So our communications are sent through the ERP system first of all. If a teacher wants to communicate something, and that is done through the ERP, every parent has a login for himself. Every teacher has a login for herself, and we as administrators, we have the super logins, and we can see what communications are happening, and we can access, and we can also send messages, or we can also give replies to that. So first thing is that there is always a healthy relation happening because of there is a supervision happening. The administrators are there to supervise the communications happening first of all. We don't have that unofficial or official WhatsApp groups nowadays. Many of the people, they do that. We don't do that because that has become a platform wherein unofficial communications and irrelevant communication start. That is why we have created this ERP communication where everybody is involved and everybody knows what is the communication happening. And whenever a parent has any issue, the parent can communicate to the school, to the teacher, to the management also through the ERP. Even our homeworks also are sent through the ERP. So always everybody is at the same page. So there's no communication gap, no problem.
Okay, sir. And sir, what other measures do you take in keeping the safe learning and environment in your campus, sir?
We are a fully CCTV surveillance campus, and it's an AC campus. So my school is fully AC campus, and the securities are all in place. At all the key places, we have the securities. They are all school employees only, no, not a third-party service provided. Then we have provisions. We have set rules and regulations of code of conduct in the school campus. Then breach of that, of course, will be dealt with the severe punishments, or the severe maybe even dismissal also. um, there are policies related to everything. So this is a well-established system that we have. So security breach is something like you cannot even imagine also, because there's no chance of that.
Okay, sir. And sir, as you have, like I have was reading your profile, you have just rendered your service in different institutions and at different platforms. So, what were the biggest challenges you have faced till now? Like, if you want to share any, and you have, how have you come out of that?
Uh,
Like,
there are some places, and particularly in some cities, I have seen the teachers who come to the school, particularly in some cities, you can say a 2-tier or a 3-tier city, they are not that professional. That's what one thing I found as a major challenge. And a school which is situated in a 3-tier or a 2-tier or a 3-tier city, finding good teachers is a difficult thing. And once you found them also, they may not be that professional. You may train them. Once you are trained, they may leave you just for a 2,000 or a 3,000 hike somewhere else. So in the mid of the session also they leave. So it's a big loss for the school. To come out of that, what I started is that I started training them, but that training has been provided with a certificate from the various training agencies, and that training is funded by the school, the management. But there is a legal complication we kept there. The teacher has to either bear the cost of that training, or the school will bear the cost. In that case, the teacher has to render 2 years of service. This is how I started overcoming that. Plus appreciation. If you do the work, your work is satisfactory, the teacher will be appreciated. This is one thing, again, the teachers, they look for, and they are yearning for, and they will be uh, staying back in such schools where their work is accepted and appreciated. Money comes, I think, the second side. First of all, respect and appreciation is the first thing, And I think payment also, a good payment given to the teacher for the services she has done. It also worth the thing to make them stay back in the school.
And sir, what are your contributions to your school? Your major
Uh,
contributions?
I take care of the entire administration of the school, including staff recruitment. I already mentioned, including the student admissions. I'm an admission counselor also. Plus, I'm a college counselor. Then I do counseling for students to get their placements in different universities across the globe. Every year, I'm sending students to different universities. I think right now I'm doing student admissions in Canada, US, UK, Australia, Germany, and Singapore. Already I have done. So this is one work I'm doing from the last 13 years now. So I'm trained in that now. Plus, I'm making the placements of students in Indian universities also. There are students, everybody doesn't go to the foreign universities. So people stay in India. So I'm making their placements in Indian universities also. So this is one thing I'm currently concentrating. A student who is coming to me should not be left behind after grade 12. He should have a hand holding to reach his career. So this I start from grade 9 onwards. When a student comes to me in grade 9, I do his psychometric test. It's a Pearson psychometric test we are following. So after the psychometric test is done, so I can understand that, okay, what is a child's core areas of interest and what are his career goals. Based on that, career counseling is started from grade 9 onwards. We incorporate the parents also along with the student. Then in grade 11, when they select the subjects, we guide the student according to his career path. And then we give him the path that, okay, the profile creation is required, and we help for that. I'm a trained award leader of the Duke of Edinburgh Award. Plus, I run Interact Club, which is a Rotary club for students on campus for social interactions and giving back to society, so that the student could create his, profile also, a strong profile also. Because nowadays in the universities, not only your marks, your profile is much required. What you are as a human being is more required. So we create that profile, and then when the student has passes his grade 11, I have a policy to apply to universities across the globe, minimum 25 universities per student. This is the policy that I'm doing now. My current batch of students of 12th, all of them have at least offers from at least 15 universities in their hands. Right now, they are doing their board exam. So just after the board exam, they have their choices with them to select from which one to go with. Along with scholarships, there are students who got up to 60% scholarship. I belong to Rajasthan, and the government of Rajasthan has declared uh, full funded scholarship for 500 students every year for higher education. There's only one criteria for that. The student should get an offer from any university which is ranked number 1 to 150 in the world. Means top 150 universities. From any university, you get an offer, an admission offer. You will get 100% scholarship given by Rajasthan government, which includes your university fee, your hostel accommodations, your living cost, and if it is a foreign university, then the visa, even your flight ticket to go, that's also covered in that. This is one contribution that I'm doing. People are not aware of this thing actually. So I'm promoting this thing in the school, and I'm making people aware of this thing and take the benefit out of this.
Okay,
Plus,
that's
I make the
great to
school to
hear.
grow. I make the school to grow. I told that I'm an admission counselor also. The current school I'm working with, the school started in 2015. It's a very new age school, a modern school with a modern concept. And traditionally, people are not ready to accept that because no textbook, only tablet, digital contents, kind of a new pedagogy and all this. That people are not that willing to accept. So making or growing that school, it was not that easy for me. So making the people to understand this concept, introducing this concept, I started working with this school in 2017. There were 158 students at that time, and down the line we are now close to 600.
That's great, sir. It is very difficult to console parents to change their
Yes,
mind set
yes.
that
This
every
is
time
a
they
good
ask for the
concept.
notebook work and the homework. In our school, we don't have any homework policies, so our homework is very limited. So sometimes we also face the same challenge that my child is not getting any homework or something like that. Yeah, it becomes really very challenging. Am I audible to you, sir?
I think I lost some.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Now? Yeah, sir, now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. We
Okay,
also
okay, sir.
even we also follow a policy like minimum homework and maximum one homework per day. Well, usually it is a math homework, no other subjects homework. Up to eight, up
So
to
you
grade
should
eight.
have, so you must have faced such problems also, like such challenges also to console parents
Yes,
regarding these
yes.
things.
Because we are a 6 days working school and it's a day boarding school. That's from grade 7:30 to
Okay.
3:30 students are in school and then you send homework. Of course, the parents are not ready to accept that.
Okay, sir. Sir, okay, so you have a day boarding school,
Yes,
and
my
so
current,
if
the
a
current school
child
I'm
is
working with, the current school I'm
the
working
current
with is
school.
a day boarding. It's a day boarding and a fully boarding school. We have both. We have day boarding option and a boarding option.
So, sir, you must be facing some challenges related to your students also. Like if a child is habitually is in a habit of missing his homework and his assignment, so how do you help his teacher and how do you guide that child? Like if the child is habitual
For
for such things.
if I talk about grades 1 to 8, we have a mother concept in grades 1 to 8. There's a mother teacher in the class, and from grades 1 to 8, she will be there in the class from period number 1 to period number 10. Means throughout the day, that teacher is in the same class only, and her role is not of particularly teaching. Her role is particularly taking care of discipline and the student progress. Subject teachers will come and go. The subject teacher will come, teach, and give homework, and whatever the teacher has to do, will do and go. And the students, they are supposed to do their homeworks and come back. The next day, the person who checks their homework is the mother teacher who is in the class. As soon as she finds that the student hasn't completed his homework, the first thing that we start in a school, I mean, my school's first period is the games period. We have 13 sports to play, and every student has to select one sport. It's a 1 hour sport every day. So we don't have that PTI system. It is individualized coaches for every game. We have a particular coach for every game. The first thing is that the student's sport class is called off. And imagine that I have a capacity of 30 students in each class. I don't take a 31 also. So out of the 30 students, 29 students have completed the homework and they are playing in the field. And only one of them who did not do the homework is sitting in the class and completing his homework. That's a big punishment for the student because he yearns to go for that sports class and that has been taken away from him. Second, there are active every day we have activity periods including visual art, we have performing art, we have instrumental music, we have club periods. These all activities will be taken away from the student. Again, another punishment for the student. So nobody wants
Sparing
that
us
actually.
from extracurricular activities.
Yes, yes. Because out of my total 10 periods, 6 periods are academic and remaining 4 periods are co-curricular and extracurricular activities. They will be ripped off from that those 4 periods of activities and made them to sit for doing their homework. They never want to get go for such an experiment. That's why they do their homework.
And sir, how do you handle that stuff which shows a very less improvement?
The students
What are
who
the
are you
policies
talking about the
who
students?
shows very less improvement in their academics and all? So is there
You're talking
any?
about the students who are
Yeah, sir.
not improving in academics.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
I think it's a challenge faced by almost all schools. See, you must be having a good set of students who are academically very well and students who are academically weak. My opinion is that what we do is also we try to understand the reason behind that. What is the reason why a student is academically weak? Plus, we try to analyze whether the student is good at other things also. There may be students who are good at sports, they may be good at extracurricular activities, and they are lagging behind in academics. There may be a reason why, because his basics may not be clear, or in the previous classes or the previous schools, he must not have given that opportunity to get his basics cleared. In that case, what we do is that we have remedial teaching. I told about a mother teacher who stays in the class. The mother teacher conducts remedials. We have a policy of assessment policy from grades 1 to 12. We have an assessment policy. Every topic has and assessment. We believe that in our SOW, we call it as SOW, scheme of work. Many schools call it as lesson planning. We call it a scheme of work. In our scheme of work, we allot a time duration for a topic to be covered, usually 3 days. At the end of the topic covering, we have a digital assessment. It's a 20 minutes digital assessment on the table. This assessment is a real-time assessment that gives a real-time evaluation of the student, which shows that out of the 20 questions which are given, this assessment gives that the student has attempted these many questions and he had got these many right or these many wrong. And even it shows how much time, how many seconds or minutes a student has devoted on a question. This is a real-time assessment. And that gives us a clear idea that, okay, this child found this question difficult to understand. He spent 3 minutes on this question. That gives a clear idea to the commenter, the other teacher in the class, to give him that extra class, that remedial class on that, the teaching on that. Then we have a benchmark of 70% in these assessments, these digital assessments. If a student is not scoring that 70% marks, then remedial teaching will start for him. This is what
So,
we
sir,
are
you
doing.
have, you want to say that you have a different assessments policy to cater all type of learners. Is it so?
Yes, yes. We have level 1, level 2, level 3, and level 4.
Okay. And then, sir, like you have said that you have two type of curriculum in your institution, Cambridge and CBSE. So, how have you integrated NEP, and what are
Ma'am,
your thoughts about it?
if you look at NEP in
Are
a
you
broad
following
sense,
it? Yeah, are
yes,
you
if you
following
look at
it?
NEP in a broad sense, we can see that I think around 80% of NEP is what Cambridge talks about. The real life experiments, application, skills. These are already there, ma'am. I think before NEP only, we have introduced these NEP policies through Cambridge only.
It had come afterwards. Absolutely, sir. Sir, being the vice principal or being a dignitary in the school, what are you think that your strength? What are your leadership qualities?
Are you talking about my own or my school's?
Yes, sir. Your own.
Right. Uh, I'm a people's person, first of all. I'm a very approachable person. And I like to render my help and service to everyone who needs. I guide people. Then I handhold them. First of all, I should say that not only guiding, I handhold them. I'm a person, I believe that I should do things so that people should follow me. This is the most, I should say that this is my best strength. I can say that I'm a person who makes others to follow by doing.
Okay. So first do and then let other do to follow yourself. Okay, sir.
The benefit, there's a benefit out of that. The benefit is that your work will not stop. Your subordinates or your colleagues will understand that even if I don't do these things, sir is there to do that. That make them responsible. Okay, before sir starts, I should do.
And sir, like if you have introduced any new policy in your school and your faculty is unable to have access on them, so how do you work upon that situation?
Is the question telling about unable to access or unable
Like
or not
your
willing to access? We're not willing to access.
so willing to access and not able to access are two different things. I'm just that the teacher is not able to get
Okay.
access on it.
I should say one thing, that during the pandemic time, all schools turned into that online teaching and all these things, and many people they faced in my school also, many of the teachers who faced the problem that, okay, internet connections and device internet connections, that was one problem they have faced. We try to resolve that. We try to make the people who face this problem, we try to give them computer desktops, maybe made the desktops to reach their home. So accessibility problem was resolved through this thing, and we had enough tabs also, tablets in the school also, and we supplied that to the teachers who were having this problem of devices, and that was an access problem, and that has been resolved many times. Okay, many times we face that people have shortage of resources, and they could not do things as the way we want, and we could resolve that, see, by sparing, resources available from wherever it is available, and make them possible to the teacher. But
And then, sir, who is not willing to work?
that is, this is actually a major question that, or major problem that I have faced also, because the concept of in my school, it is something new, and a teacher who is coming to me is not that willing to accept it. First of all, the teacher who has an experience of a 10 or 15-year-old of experiences in a traditional school, I should say a traditional school that follows the regular pattern of textbook, blackboard, that kind of a teaching. When they come to my school, it's something new for them, and some of them, they are not willing to accept. They feel that what I did was very good, and this is not that good. And there it takes some time for us also to make them understand, to give them trainings, and we make them really feel that we look at the difference, what you did earlier and how you are doing now. And when you can create that difference in the students, this is what your contribution, that makes them empowered, and then they start, that acceptance start from there.
Okay, thank you so much, Ajay Kumar sir. It's been a great opportunity to hear many things from you. Even I have learned so many things from you. Would you like to add anything else which I have not covered, or you want to say in this on this at this platform, sir?
I think, ma'am,
Any
it was a
message?
good platform. It is a
Or
good platform for me also to come and talk to, I think, interact to at least two people here. Then I have a message that's be happy and spread happiness. That's it.
that this is actually required. Deep sir, would you like to add anything?
No, sir, it is a great interaction, and you are a great personality. I have been listening to your ideas and your thoughts. You are going on a very, I can say, a right track and a bright track. So,
Thank you very
best
much, sir,
wishes
for this,
from my side
for the
for
appreciation.
your future career.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Ajay
May I
Kumar
leave?
sir. We'll, yeah,
All right. Thank
yes, sir.
you, and
We,
wish you a great day ahead.
you also have a good day, sir. Thank you so much. We'll let you know about the further
Yeah, of
things.
course, of course. Okay, okay. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye, sir. Take care, sir. So, sir, let's wind up.
Yes.